Hello students, yesterday we started chapter number 4, that is fiber to fabric, and we discussed a brief introduction about what is fiber, what is a yarn and what is a fabric. We also discussed briefly about the history of the clothing material. So today, in continuation with the chapter, let's begin part 2. Today we'll be learning about the types of fibers, natural fibers and synthetic fibers. So starting with our first topic of the day, that is the types of fibers. So fibers can be broadly categorized into two categories, that is natural fibers and synthetic fibers. Now natural fibers can be again grouped into two different classes. It can be either a plant fiber or it can be an animal fibers. Now let's study about each of them in detail. Starting with natural fibers. As the name suggests, these are obtained from the natural sources, that is from plant and animals. Based on their sources, they are again divided into two types. So either it can be a plant fiber in case if it is obtained from plants, or it can be an animal fiber in case if it is obtained from animals. So this page presents all the pictures of some of the plant fibers that are obtained from some or the other parts of a plant. First picture is of a cotton fiber. So cotton is obtained from the fruits of cotton plants. These fruits are known as cotton balls. Then the second picture is of jute fiber. Jute is obtained from the stem of the jute plants. Now third is a collection of pictures which shows the different stages of flax fibers. Flax fibers are obtained from the stalk of flax plants. Next picture is of hemp fiber. Hemp is obtained from the stem of hemp plants. Then is coir. Coir is obtained from the outer covering of coconuts. Next picture is of sisal fiber. These are obtained from the leaves of the sisal plants. And the last picture is of silk cotton. Silk cotton is also a plant fiber which is obtained from the fruits of silk cotton trees, and these are also known as kapok fibers. Now the second category of natural fibers are animal fibers, and here are the two most common animal fibers that are used around us. The first picture is of wool and the second picture is of silk. Wool is obtained from the hair of sheep, whereas silk is obtained from the cocoons of silk moth or silkworms. And this process of rearing of silk from silkworm is also known as sericulture. So wool can be also obtained from hair of other animals such as camel. It can be also obtained from hair of yak as well. Now coming on to the next category of types of fiber, that is the synthetic fibers. So as the name suggests, these are made synthetically, or these are man-made fibers. So they are produced from some chemical substances using chemical methods. Some examples of synthetic fibers are nylon, rayon, polyester, acrylic, viscose, etc. Now let's discuss about some of the synthetic fibers examples. So first example of synthetic fiber that we are going to discuss here is nylon. So in this picture you can see a nylon rope which is most commonly used at our homes for drying clothes. So nylon is made up from chemicals like adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine. So I'm using these names just to tell you the kind of chemicals that are used for making such kind of synthetic fibers. You don't need to learn these names. So it's a strong synthetic fiber which does not shrink or stretch through washing. Now this is a problem that appears with the cotton fabrics. The cotton clothes, they shrink after you wash them. So that is avoided in case of nylon. Soon after its introduction, it was used to make stockings, toothbrush, parachutes, ropes and tents. So apart from your socks and other wearable materials, these are used as your toothbrush bristles, parachutes, ropes and tents. The next example that I am taking here to explain you synthetic fiber is polyester. Polyester fiber is prepared by reacting dicarboxylic acid with dihydric alcohol. Again, these two are the chemicals which are used here, and you don't need to learn the names. Simply for the means of understanding, I'm using the names over here. So polyester fibers absorbs very little water, due to which these polyester cloths dry quickly after washing. Because of this property of polyester fibers, these are used in the sportswear. So it is used for making sari, dress materials, sportswears and curtains. You all know that the sports persons, they sweat a lot while running and playing on the field. So that is why it is preferred for them to wear such kind of fabric which does not soak up the sweat and it dries quickly in air. Now talking about a very special fiber which is the thinnest in all over the world. So the thinnest of all the man-made fibers that have been invented or produced around us is known as microfiber or ultra suede. This fiber was invented in 1970 by Dr. Miyoshi Okamoto in Japan, and the thickness of fiber of microfiber or ultra suede is 100 times finer than human hair. So you can imagine how thin a human hair is. But when you compare the fibers of ultra suede with a human hair, the ultra suede is going to be 100 times thinner than the human hair. Now the last topic for today is blended fabrics. What are blended fabrics? These fabrics are made using both natural and synthetic fibers. So when these both are blended or mixed together, they form blended fabrics. Let's discuss some of the examples. First example of a blended fabric is polycot. Polycot is made by blending the fibers of polyester and cotton. Next example is polywool. Polywool is a fabric which is made by blending the fibers of polyester and wool. Then is cotton rayon, which is made by blending cotton and rayon. Next is cotton lycra, which is made by blending cotton and lycra. These are only some of the examples that I have taken. You can find more of them on the internet. So that's all for today. Now we will have our next class on Monday. Try to attend the online class where we will discuss about the important natural fibers. So thank you and have a nice day.